with you today very quickly about what's happening with Think Energy. There's been some announcements that have come up. If I'm not sure how much you check out press releases in the energy sector, but these were pretty significant. $100 million investment was made about a little over a year ago with a company called Energywell in Connecticut. Oak Tree Capital and Hartree Partners came together. They are subsidiaries of a company called Brookfield, which is a $100 billion company. And those companies own this platform. I think they own like 99% of the platform or something like that. So they gave Energywell $100 million to create a best-in-class sustainable energy platform that's accessible for people at their homes and for people at their businesses. And so that's what we've been undertaking, and we're about to launch this platform very soon. Now you'll see in February of 2022, they announced the launch of a global technology platform called Proton. And that platform is what we're using to spread the good word about this through our customer base. And so we'll talk about the technology and some things that it can do that no one else has. It's a proprietary platform. In June of this year, Mike Falquist, the CEO of Energywell, announced that they were entering into the community solar industry. Very interesting to me. I've been in the retail electricity space for the past 10 or 11 years. And I've also worked in community solar for the past 4 years. And I know what combining those two things together could do. If you could get that to work. And, that's what Mike Falquist has done. He's kind of built a better mousetrap, allowing people to not just get savings plans on their retail electricity supply, but also to get guaranteed government discounts from community solar. And so we'll talk about that in a sec. And then Energywell announced the signing of a purchase and sale agreement in September to acquire a company called Think Energy, which had licenses in every deregulated market for gas and electricity in the United States. And then they finished up that acquisition in December, just a few days ago. And now they fully own the Think Energy platform, and they're rebranding it. So if you see anything up online about Think Energy, it's all from the old company that, we haven't zeroed everything out, but they're going to kind of zero out reviews and get the Better Business Bureau back aligned, because it's a new company with new ownership and a new platform, totally new platform. So in the news, rates are increasing. You can just Google it. And you'll see these things: 100% increase in Connecticut, Massachusetts residents, like 3.5 to 4 times their bills from last year at this time. Central Maine power customers, 49% rate hike across their entire bill, and more than about 100% on their supply portion. And then state legislators in New York are jumping in saying, ho, wait a minute here. Wait, what's going on here? We gotta get some safeguards in here to help these consumers to avoid these incredible utility rate hikes, which is what's happening, across the board right now. Even in Illinois, the Citizens Utility Board, the industry watchdog in the energy sector, 126% increase of price of electricity compared to last year. This is all what's happening right now. And what people are going to get hit with, they haven't even been hit with it yet. Like in Connecticut, they're all sitting there. Today, the price of electricity in Connecticut is 12 cents, 12.5 cents or something like that. It's the highest it's ever been. And they just announced it's going to go to 24.2 cents. It's like 12.05, and it's going to go to 24.2. I mean, it's not sustainable for people. They can't afford it, and they have to find something else. And that's why the utility companies are telling people, go find a long-term fixed rate that can help you ride out this volatility in the energy sector. And that's what we're doing. So we ask people here at Think Energy, who do you know that uses electricity? And the answer, of course, is everyone. I mean, everybody's totally addicted to it. You can't live without it. And then we also ask, well, what if you could make money every time people used electricity simply by helping them make better energy choices? Would that be kind of cool to you? Because that's what we're doing. We're empowering people to help them save money and take back control of their electricity bills, not just about signing up for a rate and you're done, because that hasn't worked. We figured that out over that last decade, at least in the energy sector, that if you stay with just the utility company, or you move around from rate to rate to rate, you're going to get caught. There's all kinds of gotchas in there with companies. And so we don't have any of those things. Energy deregulation or energy choice is what makes this possible. These monopolies in certain states many states have been broken up, and now you can choose who supplies your energy, and you have the same utility company, so you're not switching your utility company. You get the same bill with the same account number. You pay it the same way you always did. There's no disruption in your service at all, to your service. And the only thing that happens is the price that you pay changes for the better. That's the only thing that happens here. So with Think+, Think Energy is a licensed retail energy provider for homes and businesses. And with the Think+ network, we're the ones who are getting the word out on the street about this. And it's going to launch in January. These are the states. Check out those states: Connecticut, Delaware, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New York, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Washington, D.C. That's where we're heading in 2023. A lot of these states are going to launch right out of the gate in January, and then some more coming a couple months later. So here are some of the benefits, just a helicopter overview. 100% clean energy. So everybody wants to save the environment until it costs a penny more. Well, we've fixed that here. We have rates that are predictable, affordable, long-term, attractive rates, and it's 100% clean energy. You get competitive fixed rates, savings rebates as well, and cash rewards. We'll talk about those. And then we have an award-winning executive team that has a lot of experience. I mean, a massive successful track record in not only energy, but also direct selling. Michael Falquist, the founder and CEO, started a company called Viridian Energy and brought in 300,000 customers with 30,000 associates. He was Entrepreneur of the Year with Ernst & Young. He also founded Crius Energy and did a $345 million IPO on the Toronto Stock Exchange. And then that company was acquired for $500 million by Vistra Energy. You guys, I don't know. There's not too many people I know that have ever done that. And I know him. I know this guy. I know him well. And I don't know anybody else really personally myself that's ever done that. Maybe you do, and that's fine, but I don't. So we're in really good, good company. Let's put it that way. And then also beyond that, more of the successful track record in energy and direct selling. Look at our vice president, Brad Tales, who was just hired to come in. This guy is like a compensation plan genius and wizard, but he's also one of my favorite people that I've ever worked with in the energy sector, especially at the corporate side, because he is a field advocate. His whole focus is to make sure that the field gets every single thing that they need. Like he goes to bat to make things happen, because everything that he does and his success is tied to the field. And so he was the president of Canaway, vice president of North American Power. He was the founder and president of Visalis, as well as the vice president of operations at ACN. You guys, if you know anything about the direct selling industry, this guy is a behemoth in the industry. And then on top of that, we have other people. Our Christian MacArthur, our president and chief operating officer. He's like the tech guy, right? He's chief operating officer of Crius and Just Energy. Roop Buller, chief financial officer at Viridian and Crius, and now here at Think+. And John Breitbart, who young guy who was the director of communications at North American Power. So we've assembled a mini dream team, and the same thing is happening in the field with the Think+ network. We're assembling leaders from all over the industry that are coming together to create this super powerhouse juggernaut that's going to break every record in the energy sector because of what's happening with rates. That's one thing. And 95% of customers are going to leave the utility company from for a supply port. They're going to select something else because they can't do anything. The utilities cannot help you over the next few years. And so that, combined with a technology platform, what we're offering, and unique offerings, fresh offerings, totally different than anyone else. We're like a unicorn in this industry. So we empower those customers to save. We have a free energy club program that, in my opinion, is the most powerful free energy program I've ever seen at any company in the energy sector. Simply refer customers through this viral app that's proprietary. It's like sticky. It makes people go to it. People love it. You can get energy rebates up to 100% off of your electricity charges. When you refer just 3 customers, you get 10% off of your supply portion of your bill. 10% off your electricity supply just for referring 3 customers one time. With these long-term fixed rate plans that we have for people, they could be on a 3 or 5 year plan and then automatically switch to a 3 or 5 year plan again, because we don't have variable rates. We don't have variable rates. So these customers could be on for 5, 10, 15 years on the platform. and you refer them once and you get 10% off of your bill for 5, 10, 15 years. I mean, think about that. It's just incredible what you can do. As long as they're customers, you're going to get that discount. This is a very expensive, if you haven't figured this out, giving people 10% off long-term on a bill for referring 3 customers is very expensive to a customer. To a company. And Think Energy is putting themselves out there. They're putting their money where their mouth is. And now how about this one? Just refer 7 more for a total of 10. And now you have 40% off. 40%. This is crazy. This is like the most insane numbers I've ever seen. I've never seen anybody do anything like this. And then refer 20 customers and you get literally 100% off. Your rate is 0. We're going to have people, when we launch in January, they're going to come in as customers, get their app, refer other people, just go in and put a name and email in of the person you want to refer, and Think Energy takes over from there, onboards them as a customer, and then you get credit for it. There will be people in March and April that somebody asks them, hey, what's your rate on energy? Because energy rates are really high. And the Think customers are going to say, Think Energy customers are going to say, well, I don't have a rate. My rate is 0. Like, why would you have a rate? There's like a much better way. You should get this app and you should check it out. You should get on this plan and chip away at your rate, because it's not worth it to pay for electricity anymore. There's a much better way. This is like paying for electricity is so 2022. That's what we're going to be saying to people. So very exciting platform. And again, we empower customers. So we mentioned community solar earlier. If you're unfamiliar with community solar, these are solar panels that are out in fields, like sometimes on farmland that's been overcropped, or on top of landfills, or maybe they're co-located with other types of crops like cranberry bogs or wildflower crops, so that beekeepers can bring honeybees in to help with the environment, because we need that. But you can remotely subscribe to these solar farms or solar gardens that are located within your utility's footprint. Doesn't matter where they are, as long as they're in your utility company's footprint. You can remotely subscribe and get the benefits of having solar without having to install solar panels or put anything on your roof or buy anything. No cost, just guaranteed savings from a state program right onto your utility bill. Who wouldn't want that? Everybody's going to opt for that. So that means that by definition, if you have an electricity bill, even if you're renting an apartment or a condo, or you live in a housing association, you can never get solar until now. And we're doing it better than everybody else out there. Because for the past 4 years, I've worked in community solar, and the hardest thing to do in community solar with every other company out there is to get people onto the platform. Because in order to get the savings, you have to get a copy of their bill. You have to have them sign this long agreement. Sometimes there's credit checks. You have to get them to give up their username and password for their utility company login. And then on top, if that wasn't enough, you have to get them to give up their payment information, like credit card or banking information, so that they can go on auto pay with a new company because they don't pay their regular utility company anymore. Not so with us. Our platform is very simple. You opt into community solar, and the discount goes right onto your existing bill from community solar, because we are a supplier and a community solar provider all in one. Third-party supply mixed with community solar allows Think Energy to put that discount from community solar right onto your bill with no headaches, no hassles. Simple. That's what we're doing. We are like going to be this vacuum, like everything's going to gravitate toward us because of the ease of bringing customers into the platform. So Proton technology platform coming in 2024. We have these smart meters that are all over the country. If you haven't seen smart meters, they're everywhere now. The entire state of Maine, a part of Connecticut in United Illuminating Territory. All of New Jersey will be smart meter by the time we launch this program in 2024. They'll be finished with smart meters in 2023. Pennsylvania is smart meters. So is Maryland and Delaware and Washington, D.C. and Ohio and Illinois. Did I leave any out? I don't know if I did. Rhode Island, Massachusetts. Yeah, I think I told you those. And then Texas. These are all smart meter states. Imagine being able to go into your app, your Proton technology app, this sticky, cool app that gives you all kinds of bells and whistles to choose from. And you can go in and say, hey, I'll let you raise my air conditioning temperature in the summer by 2 degrees during the 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock time frame when everybody's getting home from work and school and everybody's at their highest usage. It'll help the utility company balance out the load on the grid, the peak demand time on the grid. And in exchange for that, you'll get a discount on your bill from Think Energy because you're participating with a smart app with smart meters. How about charging overnight with your car? Get discounts for doing that, maybe even free charging overnight. Very powerful what we're doing here. This is not your father's energy company. This is not your grandfather's energy company. This is a new Ferrari, souped up, fresh, exciting, and new. So how do you get started? Well, you can't get started today, but in January, you can become a Think Energy customer. You'll get some of those fixed rates and join the free energy club because that's available right out of the gate for everybody. And that will happen in the middle of January. And then we have an income opportunity. For people who would like to make money with this, we're paying the field a lot of money to get the word out on this. So how do you get started with Think Energy as an advisor with Think+? You can build a real business with real income and get training. You can build a team. You'll be able to help people turn their dreams into reality. You can run this business from home in all 50 states. There's minimal financial investment to start it and to operate it. And we provide a product that everyone uses, energy. Like, you don't have to ask someone to take money out of their pocket in order to be your customer. In fact, it's the reverse. You're putting money back into their pocket and empowering them to do the same over and over and over again by their choices. They have control. No one's ever had this level of control over their utility bill in the history of the energy sector. No one. And we're making this happen. So it's very exciting. Step by step, you'll sign up as an energy advisor. You'll be able to do that in January of 2023. If you sign up in January, it's $99 for the first year. If you sign up starting in February, it's going to go to $129 because there's going to be an additional fee there because the utility companies around the country are now requiring background checks for everybody that works in the energy sector. So we have to pass that cost on to you. But you're grandfathered in if you get in the month of January. We will open up enrollments around January 1st. So be prepared. You want to save $30? Do that. Get in January, and then complete training to activate your personal sharing website. You'll have that as well. You'll have training, I should say, and you'll be able to share and send your website to other customers or other potential advisors, and they can join your team. And then you get paid immediate income. People love immediate income. That's like right away. We get paid every week, immediate income, and we get residual income every month. So our pay period is Friday to Friday, and then you get paid the following Friday. And then our monthly residual is any bills that get paid in the month. When the month ends, 21 days later, on day 21 of the following month, you get paid. And that's for anything that you and your team, how you and your team perform. And you'll feel great because you're going to know that you're helping people in a financial way while you're at the same time supporting a massive clean energy initiative and a healthier environment. And you're going to hear our mission. Our mission is to make sure that everybody who comes onto the platform is 100% net zero carbon emissions. We have the ability to do this through a partnership. That's going to be released very soon. So we'll talk about that. This is very exciting when you can tell people, sign up with us and you've offset all of your carbon emissions for your house. Just by signing up, you can do that. So it's very exciting. Think offers 7 different ways to get paid. 7. Personal income, there's 2 ways: by acquiring customers and then residual commissions on those customers. So even if you don't build a team, you can get paid a lot of money for doing this. We have definitely loaded this up on the front for people that are good customer gatherers as well. You can go out and make a lot of money just bringing customers in, even if you don't want to build a team. But we've created, I think, the most lucrative compensation plan for building a team that I've ever seen. We have leadership promotion bonuses. Like when you get promoted, you get a bonus. How about that for an idea? Team income. You'll be able to get monthly residual level pay through 10 levels. You'll be able to get weekly and monthly residual rank infinity pay. So there's weekly infinity pay and there's monthly residual rank infinity pay. Then we have weekly coded infinity pay and monthly residual coded infinity pay. Plus, we have a partner pool pay program where you can actually earn off of every customer that comes in through Think Energy's platform, even if it wasn't from you or your team. We have a profit sharing program. Everybody in Think Energy is on one team. Everyone can earn off of everyone else in the entire network, no matter where they come in. If you just rank up and build through the compensation plan, you can earn off of everything. So it's like one team. That's what we have. Here's how you rank up. You start out as independent energy advisor, and then very simple. How do you get to regional energy advisor? Get 5 personal customers and have 50 team customers. The next rank is 6 personal customers and 250 team customers, and so on, all the way through senior partner. Now, the nice thing about this is that you don't have to start over at zero. I know a lot of people, when they see plans like network marketing plans, they go, yeah, every time you get promoted, you have to start over. Not so in our compensation plan. You pick up right where you left off. So when you get promoted to regional energy advisor, everything you did to get to regional counts toward you becoming a senior energy advisor. So you don't need 6 more personal customers to get to here. You already have 5. You only need 1 more. You don't need 250 more team customers. You already have 50 from the previous rank. So that just follows you. It's cumulative. And so you'll make $100 all the way up to $50,000 in one-time rank advancement bonuses, or a RAB. And then those first 3 ranks, if you do them quickly in 30, 60, and 90 days respectively, they'll double those bonuses for you. Very powerful there as well. We also have customer acquisition bonuses. You earn $20 on every single retail electricity supply customer that you sign up. No matter when you sign them up, there's no countdown clocks. There's no time limit. Doesn't matter if it's day 1 or day 1001. And you earn $60 on every community solar customer that just opts into community solar. That could be $80 if you're in the state of New York, let's say. You put in 20 customers in the state of New York, everyone's going to opt in for community solar. Why wouldn't they? No one is going to uncheck the community solar box like, yeah, listen, I don't want that discount on my bill. I want to pay full price. That's the choice. Do you want to pay full price, or do you want to pay a discounted rate? You get a discount on your bill. There's no change to your bill. It's just, do you want to pay more or less? Everybody's going to say less. So if you sign up 20 customers like that, you just made 20 times $80. These are on top of each other. They add together. That's $1,600 for signing up 20 customers. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that in the energy sector. It's very powerful. And then as you rank up, let's pay attention to these first 2 columns here on the electricity side. The rank infinity pay and the coded infinity pay. As you rank up through different levels in the business, you pick up dollars and $2, 1s and 2s, all the way down. So you can actually earn, for putting your own customer in as a senior partner, you can earn $39 because the 27 and the 12, you get both. And if someone on your team brings in a customer and then they get $20, great, you get the difference. That means you can get up to $19 for every customer that somebody brings in, and they get 20, you get up to 19. This is infinity levels. This can be to infinity. So fantastic program. And on top of that, check out this 2nd generation coded infinity bonus. This is where this plan excels, in my opinion. Anybody who's worked in a coded program, you know that when someone meets your rank, like they reach your rank, like let's say you're a partner and you got used to making these 2s, 2s, 2s and 1s, 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 right? You got used to making that money to unlimited levels. And why shouldn't you? You built a team and it's growing. You should get compensated for something that you built forever. And so, well, what happens in a coded comp plan normally is when somebody reaches partner like you, they take over that business and you don't get that bonus anymore on their new business that they bring in. So once they reach you, it's like you got penalized. Not so with our compensation plan, because every time somebody reaches you at one of these ranks, it opens up a 2nd generation coded infinity pay. You get the same exact pay. So you want people to promote to your rank and above your rank. The best thing that can happen for everybody is your rank and above. Get everybody there. And then $2 goes into that partner pool on electricity. And look at these numbers are just crazy with 3s and 6s all the way down the line for community solar. If you add up the retail electric supply side right here, these 4 columns, that's $53 being paid out to the field and $159 being paid out to the field on community solar. Add those 2 together, and Think Energy is paying out $212 to the field for everybody that signs up for a long-term, fixed, affordable plan that's, predictable, affordable, manageable. They love it. And then they opt in for community solar. They're going to pay $212 to the field every time, no shade, no time limit. just straight money to the field. They are putting their money where their mouth is. And then we have monthly residual level pay. You get paid every single month when people do what? When they pay an electricity bill. And how often do they do that? Every month, because they don't want to take a shower in the dark. I mean, that's just it. So on your own customers, level 0, that's you. You get $1 per customer per month. And that's on a band 1 payout. That's the lowest payout. That's the low usage meters. Band 2 is double that. And band 3 is quadruple those numbers. We're going to use the band 1 numbers. And then you sponsor your friend Mike. That's level 1 for you. He puts customers in. You make 20 cents on his customers. He makes $1 and you make 20 cents. Nice little bonus for you. Then Mike brings in Sarah. That's your level 2. Sarah makes $1 on her own personal customers. You make 20 cents. And that just keeps going. And as you build and rank up, it goes from 20 cents to 50 cents to 75 to $1 to $1.50. And then 10 cents goes into the partner pool for every customer that pays their bill every single month. And that's the electricity side. There's more for community solar. It's like, but wait, there's more. All of these numbers, there's another 50% that gets added to this if they opt into community solar, and everybody's going to do that. Here's the monthly residual chart. If you went out and built this with customers and advisors, like level 0 is you bring in how many advisors on your team? You're a team of 1. It's just you. You go get 20 customers in this example, you're making $20 residual. Great. Go get 40 customers, you're making $40 residual. No shade for the company. And then you bring in 3 advisors, your 3 friends, and they each go get just 3 customers, not 20 like you did. And then those 3 advisors each bring in 3. Now there's 9, and each of them get 3 customers. Now there's 27. And if 3 get 3 get 3 get 3 through 10 levels, and everybody just gets 3 customers, look at these payouts for building this over time. I mean, pick your spot here. Like where do you want to be? Would you like to build it to level 6? Maybe it takes you 6 months. We have a 90-day program to director right now, and we have an incentive trip that's attached to it. And there's going to be hundreds of people that hit director right out of the gate in 90 days and have that type of a residual income after 90 days. There's going to be a lot of people that within 4, 5, 6 months have this type of an income right out of the gate. They're going to hit regional director and senior director. There will be people that max out this chart in the first year. Then there will be people that do it in 2 years and 5 years and 10 years. What if it took you 10 years to build something part-time and it paid you $6,000, $20,000, $80,000 a month? Would that be worth part-time effort over time while you're doing your regular career? We're not looking to change anybody's, career. This is just something you do. Most people are doing this on part-time, but we have a lot of money in the comp plan if people want to do it full-time as well. There's also additional monthly coded residual pay. Remember those rank and coded bands, coded infinity pays that we had? The same thing happens on the residual side. There's up to 35 cents in rank pay and 55 cents to unlimited levels in coded infinity pay. That's 90 cents extra that you can add to all the numbers that you saw on this previous chart here on these first 10 levels. And then levels 11 through infinity, you can earn up to 90 cents on levels 11 through infinity. And that's just on electricity. If they opt into community solar, it adds another 45 cents to that. And now you're making $1.35 on every customer, up to $1.35 on every customer to unlimited levels in your organization. That means forever. Very powerful. As you can see, the partner pool program is great. When you reach the top 3 ranks, partner, regional, or senior partner, you get 1, 2, and 5 shares respectively each month. They take all the shares they've given out to all the people at the partner ranks, divide it into the sum of the pool. As customers come in and pay their bill, that pool grows day after day after day, keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. And at the end of the month, they divide that into the shares into the pool and come up with a share value. And then you get paid based on how many shares you have. So if the share value is $1,000 and you have 5 shares, you just made $5,000. All right, guys, that's where we are. Think about this. Imagine how much brighter your future could be with Think+. Maybe it's these things. You're looking for more time, more money, more freedom, less stress. Maybe you have financial worries, a greater purpose. Maybe you just want to help other people. We have that. And then we're just getting started because of the technology and the states and the territories and the new energy products on the horizon and technology innovations for unlocking more value. We've got all of that happening. This is not just sign up and get a rate. This is way more than that. We're in pre-launch right now. We're officially launching in January. No one can sign up as an advisor until January 1st, it's looking like, and then customers can come in around January 15th. So get back to the person who invited you here and they'll help you with better energy and a better income with a simple choice. That's what we're empowering people to do long term. Right now we have a compensation plan document that's just black and white, but coming soon we'll have this new, really cool, colorful, easy to read compensation plan. Pretty soon in January, we'll have the Think Energy website that's all being rebranded, and it'll be launched in January. We'll have that. And then we have the launch plan, again, is to enrollments begin January 2023 for advisors, customers in the middle of the month. We'll have a lot of virtual and live events that we do in markets as well as online from January through March as we ramp this thing up. And then first weekly payment is coming out in February, and first monthly payment is expected in March. And then on top of that, here's some expansion future plans. So lots of community solar states to go into. We can go into 22 states with community solar as of today. And so there will be a lot of states. There's 28 more that are in the process of opening for community solar. So that is our future. That's our future. We're also going to go into this place, that's Dallas. Texas is coming. We're going to launch in Texas. And then we'll have gas markets opening up in 2024 as well, because we're licensed for gas. And if that wasn't enough, join us in January and hit director by April, and you will be on our incentive trip. And the last time I heard, it's not going to be in the US. We've got this incentive trip that's going to be killer. A lot of fun. Everybody can qualify. All right, questions. Feel free to put them in the chat box. Appreciate you being here. Let's see what other questions we have. Luke, I am in the same boat. Yeah. Let's see, how do we get involved if we live in Canada? This seems amazing. So if you want to get involved in Canada, you have to have a US address somehow. So I have friends that are doing it, and they're coming aboard from Canada because they have like a Montana address, or they go and get an LLC in the States, which they can do. So they just need an address for it. Bonnie, will there be, and Zane, will there be one bill from the incumbent showing demand and supply from Think+? Yes, so it's one bill from the utility company. They just keep getting the same exact bill. That's it. Nothing changes for the customer. If they, have, they'll get their rate plan on there, their long-term fixed, affordable, predictable rate plan. That'll show up right on the bill. If they have community solar, there will be a discount that shows up right on their incumbent's bill. And they will, if they have free energy, by referring customers, they will get that in cash from Think Energy. So we're going to be using a platform called the Tremendous platform, where every month people can just get a rebate right to their bank account, or they can turn it into a gift card, or they can put it on a Visa card. They can send it ACH or PayPal or Venmo. They'll be able to do that. And then as the platform builds, we're going to have our own branded Think+ Energy card, Visa debit card, that all customers that refer more than 3 customers will get that. And so eventually, probably mid-year, somewhere around there, we'll have our own actual branded Think+ Visa card, but it's cash. The free energy program is cash. All of the other discounts go right onto the bill, if that makes sense. This is a seamless program. All we have to do is get the word out. It's very powerful. So looks like the questions have slowed down a little bit. Please offer scripts, Jeannie, for when we talk to older folks who want to share this and ask them to wait till January. Yeah, I mean, we'll have that. We'll have some scripts that you'll be able to put together, but all I'm doing right now is telling people, hey, we have a new energy platform coming in January. We're going to be doing things like no one else has ever done in the energy sector before. It's all about like long-term. Yeah, see the key words here. We're not selling rates, Jeannie, and everybody who's on this call. If you sell rates, then you'll gather customers with rates and you'll lose customers with rates. We're not selling rates. That's not what we're doing. We are selling people convenience, security. We're selling people the ability to have a long-term, fixed, affordable rate that has no surprises. That's what we're selling them. And then empowering them to take other actions by referring people or doing things on their smart meter or doing things with community solar, so that they can lower that bill down and get it to the point where no one can ever compete and take that customer away from you. That's what we're doing. This is not about a rate. Sure, we're going to have rates that are lower than the incumbent because the incumbents are usually switching rates every year. We're doing 3-year long-term and 5-year long-term fixed rates. So whenever you do long-term fixed rates like that, you have the ability to save people a lot of money. I mean, we're going to be coming into these markets like, in Connecticut, in Massachusetts, we're going to come in at like 18 or 19 cents, 17, 18, 19 cents per kilowatt hour in Massachusetts. And National Grid is at 33.9. But even though that savings is there, we're not selling the savings. If you're going to go after people and say, hey, you got 33.9 is your rate, you're getting crushed. You should come over here and be 18 cents. That's not what we're doing. Just tell them you have an extremely high rate. It's the highest it's ever been in the history of the energy sector. Your company, your electricity company, National Grid, is telling you to leave. They're telling you to pick another supplier. They're doing it right on their website and in the communication to the customer. So you want to look for a long-term, affordable, fixed rate that allows you to ride out these roller coasters. I mean, let's take a look at this, Gene. I'm glad you asked me that, because that's all we're doing. You know, and if you look at what's happening in the energy sector, it's all based on natural gas prices. Like the price of electricity is tied to natural gas. That's how it always has been. And it goes up in the summer and it goes down. It goes up in the winter and down in the summer. That's how it works. And you can see these natural gas prices over the past, 10 years. There was a big spike in 2014 with the polar vortex, and then the bomb cyclone in 2018, and then the winter storm Uri in February. Look at these rates, but look what's happened since then. These rates are just on the rise. This trend is going to continue. And what we're looking at for rates are rates like these. This is what people are looking at, like right around now. These rates are for natural gas are in the 6s and 5s, but they're normally in the 3s and 2s. But look what's going to happen. This is the prediction from every type of futures in the gas market is looking at, it'll come down to 5 and back up to 6, and maybe down to 4 and back up to 5.5 and back down to 4. These are not historically rates that we've ever had. Like a $4 natural gas rate in the summer, we're usually like 2 or 3. So these are historical high rates. And so what happens is electricity rates work the same exact way. They follow this exact curve. So on a 1-year fixed price right now, we can help people by getting this kind of a rate with a 1-year price. But that's not what we're looking to offer people. We're going to focus on not even 2-year rates, because a 2-year rate allows you to get a little bit lower rate long term with a nice flat affordable rate. But check out what happens on the 3 to 5 year price. And this is a 3-year rate. It goes down even further when you go into the 5-year territory. Now, what would you rather have? Would you rather have this roller coaster of unpredictable rates? It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. Or would you rather have something that you can count on long term and then chip away at it over time? This is what we're selling. We're selling that black line right there. That's the 3 to 5 year price. And then let's knock it down even further and get it below, excuse me, and get it below the lowest point on this curve. That's what we're doing. No one's ever done this. No one ever has had the tools to do this. We have all the tools: technology, community solar, smart meters, long-term fixed, affordable, predictable rates, extremely high buying power. We're owned by a $100 billion company. The last company that I was with in the energy sector, they were owned by a $13 billion company. I think I'd rather be owned by a $100 billion company if you're in the energy sector. It's a volatile market and you need money at certain times. So much better to be owned by a $100 billion successful company that's in the energy sector than to be owned by a $13 billion company that's in the energy sector. It's just, I mean, plain and simple, sheer power in numbers. That's why there's $100 million invested into this company. And now Mike Falquist and his team have massive amounts of experience and they're well funded. And we've got this vacuum of leaders that are coming from all over the energy sector and direct sales sector to work on this project with us. So it's happening. It's a recipe for massive success. All right. Appreciate everybody being here. We'll be here again tomorrow night. Let me put that up on the screen. We'll be here tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. So pop onto that and then right back at it on Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern. Everybody have a great weekend. Have a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. We will see you at the top. And we're looking forward to